Check it out. Don't nothing happen overnight.
Everybody knows the truth. Everybody knows that the people that were getting their house raided back when the Compton PD was around, half of your dope never made it to court. and if you didn't tell on them, your case would go away.
Yeah.
And if you really from the streets and know the streets, you know who you had to pay, how much you had to give them. And so, Paul Tanaka was a member of the Vikings. How did that affect anybody's daily life?
It did.
You see?
I mean, they were brutal, but at the same time, if you was out committing crimes, and it was, I look at it both ways. I could see it both ways,
Listen, man, here's the reality of the situation. I went to Vanguard for 3 years. It was monitored by the Firestone sheriffs. Now, you youngsters didn't grow up with Firestone.
Right.
You don't even know what brutality looks like. When Firestone rolled up on you, your head was going up against the hood of the car.
Yeah.
Both your ankles was going to get kicked. A shotgun was going to go either in your neck or in your mouth. And that was just how they stopped you. So, no, I wasn't blind that I was bringing in some brutal dudes. But remember, I was the mayor.
No doubt.
And if you got brutal, if I was the mayor, I would tell the sheriffs, I got rid of the Compton PD, and I will get rid of you. I'm not scared of you. Feel me? But now you get another cat in as mayor. He getting his check from the same place the sheriffs are getting their check from, the county of Los Angeles.
Right.
So what he gonna do? Make a beef on the people that's paying his check?
Yeah.
This is simple math. And see, like most people that misunderstand me, they think, well, I was a certain kind of way. Listen to those of you who are out there in the audience and you kind of make beefs with my name. You can ask anybody in any neighborhood, be it Crip or Pyro, have I ever ratted on anybody? Have I ever turned anybody in? Did I ever turn anybody away that was hungry? I'm from Compton, and I got that Compton blood in me. I have been to parties on 83rd Street, and I'm not going to go no further than that, where me and Front Hood Crips had to team up to get out of there. You feel me? Because in the end of the day, it's a Compton thing. In the penitentiary, when I went to the pen, my life was bodyguarded by Compton Crips, who said, homie, you may be from the other side,
right,
but you from Compton.
No doubt.
We got you.
Hey, I've experienced that.
You see what I'm saying?
Now,
So, there is a understanding with us, if you from Compton, that if you for real, you can go anywhere.
No doubt. No doubt. Now, I totally agree with you on that because I've been in situations where I totally understand. Can you touch on this next? You were dubbed the Gangster Mayor by many. How did you feel about that when you heard the first time somebody dubbed you that? Now, you just said that some people misunderstand you because, you was an undisputed political boss in Compton, no doubt. But when they start calling you the Gangster Mayor, I mean, what do you feel the people felt about you that made them start calling you that? I'm going to get a drink.
Well, I wasn't afraid of anybody. And I'm still not. And I live under the rules of the same society that you and all of our friends grew up in. So Jesus used to get criticized for hanging out with prostitutes and winos. And when they jammed Jesus about hanging out with prostitutes and winos, he said a doctor has to visit the sick. So if I wanted to change the lives of the gangsters, I had to know what that life was. I had to hang out with them.
No doubt.
I had to become their friend. I had to show them love. And when I was mayor, every program I created to divert young men and women from the ills of gangbanging, I got Crips, I got Pyrus, I got Vatos, I got prostitutes, drug dealers. Anybody that needed a way out, I hired them because guess what? I needed a way out too.
Man.
And if it wasn't for sports and my capacity to play them, I wouldn't have had a way out. But here's what's, look, at Centennial when I went there, it was predominantly a Pyru school. But I played football with guys that was Crips,
Right.
that lived in Crip neighborhoods. And there was often times when some of my friends who were West Sides or Pyrus wanted to do in my friends that was Crips but on the football team. And I would have to say to my blood brothers, hey man, that cat ain't done nothing to you. Leave him alone. And if he does something to you, come talk to me. I'll straighten him out. But don't take his life, feel me,
Right,
over
right.
some girl y'all both
Right,
like.
right,
and
right,
guess
right,
what?
right.
She going with 3 more cats you don't know about.
Exactly.
Right? And I've never lost that. So if you say I'm a gangster, okay, then so was Jesus. And so was Malcolm. And so was every other black man who didn't throw black people away because they had a title on their back.
Right, right. And we've seen it done.
Listen, there but for the grace of God, go I. I can look you in the eye and tell you, probably, more than likely, knowing you, there's nothing you've done in your life that I didn't do before you. But I can look at you and say, thank God you made it.
Yeah.
And I can only hope I had a small part in telling you, Frank, that ain't worth it.
No, you had an intricate part in it.
Okay,
You know what I
and
mean?
you know how I knew the cats you wanted to beat down wasn't worth it? Because neither was the ones I wanted to beat down.
Man.
You had another life. Now you're a father. You a homeowner. You take care of your family. Now you somebody that you never dreamt you would be. And the same thing happened to me.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for the final part of the Omar Bradley interview.